insurrection thrown out. They'd argued it was unconstitutional because he's no longer the president, but 6 Republicans sided with all 50 Democrats in the Senate and voted to proceed. I wonder who they were. Erol Morkoc is from Republicans Overseas. Erol, good evening to you.
Hi, good morning, or good evening. Thank you for having me.
Yep, that's all right, Erol. Are you in this country at the moment or somewhere else?
I'm actually in California at the moment with family holiday.
Oh, okay. Wow. You won't be able to come back to this country for a while. You know that, don't you, Erol?
Yeah, I've been made aware of my predicament, but I guess I'll take that chance.
You'll be all right in California, I think. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, you'll get to stay in a reasonable hotel when you come back for a couple of weeks at your own expense, but yeah.
I saw that.
I wouldn't bother coming back.
In fact, they might not let you in at all. That's the only problem.
Yeah, that's true. Fair point.
Now, what is it with is it Nancy Pelosi's just got this thing about Donald Trump? What is her problem?
Well, she's always been sort of as you had said, a vindictive person. She certainly has a chip on her shoulder, and everything about her seems to be just placed in a series of hateful and unhappy rhetoric that goes against the orange man bad that she spent 4 years, making her bones on top of the rest of her choices. So, I mean, right now she's really got what she wants, and I mean, you can tell when she's got that satisfied little smirk on her face.
But is it all vindictive? I mean, or is it actually strategic to stop him having any chance of running again?
Yeah, I mean, if they had the votes, right, I think it would have been a brilliant sort of blocking strategy. But if they're not going to have the votes, we're in this kabuki theater sort of situation where, the country is reeling from this pandemic. Our economy, the stock market's good, but not the jobs. We need these legislative bodies to be working for the people. And the fact that you've got a guy who's a private citizen and you don't like how he spoke to a group of political partisans who went and, were out of hand, that's one thing. But, if the country's strategy is going to fail because they're not going to block Trump, then what is it all for? What are the American taxpayers?
It's embarrassing, isn't it? It's damaging the system. It's terrible.
It's a waste of money.
And the precedent. Think of the precedent. So does this mean that as soon as we get back to the House, we're going to go impeach Barack Obama? I wouldn't do that personally. But there's a lot of vindictive people on the side who are going to come back and say, why don't we do that? Why don't we impeach Jimmy Carter? Thomas Jefferson, he had slaves. Let's go back through history and edit it.
It'll now become a political strategy.
We've got a problem with your line here, Erol. You keep dropping out. I wonder if we can get you back on a better line. Could we try that, Izzy? Do you mind if we try and get Erol back on a better line? Because this whole thing, with Donald Trump, he's out now. He's playing golf. They're not going to do anything to him. They might, if they find him guilty, I suppose, they stop him standing again for president, although I suppose he's got the money and the power to actually contest it a few times, hasn't he?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be a few court cases. Yeah, there'll be a few appeals on it.
But I'd love to know why 6 Republicans decided to side with the Democrats. I suppose there are people...
They don't like him, He's taken over their party, hasn't he?
But he's made it more entertaining. I mean, you might not agree with him, and he's not politically...
Well, he's not a politician, and that was the good thing about it. We didn't want, now we're back to normal.
And he did talk to people in a way you and I talk to people.
Yeah, you knew what he
meant. Not the way politicians are supposed to, but,
exactly. And he Twitter all through the night.
Yeah, I always find that fascinating. Well, because you can't talk to me like that. Well, you would in a bar if you disagree with them, but anywhere else, This is a radio program, and if you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it. Luckily, lots of people
This is probably the closest to a bar of any radio show.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Oh. Apart from Talk Sports, obviously Talk Sports. That's like a bar as well. Smells like a bar.
Scott just sent me a tweet a while ago. It says, when you go to your local butcher's, do you now ask for a chicken chest? The supermarket's better start change their package.
Chest or leg? Do you want chest or leg?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
That's a good point,
That's a very good point, though. It's a very, very good point, isn't it?
Interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
If you can't use the term breastfeeding, can you ask for a chicken breast? I mean,
chickens don't do breastfeeding, so why do they have them anyway?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Erol, sorry, we hopefully got you back on a better line.
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, that's nice.
Good. What about these 6 Republicans who decided to vote with the Democrats? I mean, why?
Well, I mean, as you guys might know, we consider them Republicans in name only, rhinos. You have, beloved, lovable losers like Mitt Romney, who's, dreams to be the head of the minority for the rest of his life. And, people who are going to be on their way out of the party, people who were from that old multi-party oligarchy that Donald Trump single-handedly, split. And so they certainly aren't Republicans in the same sense of Trump Republicans or perhaps where the future of the party is going.
Were you surprised that they voted against or with the Democrats?
Not really, and especially not with the names on that list, Murkowski and Romney and stuff. They've always had it out for, let's say, our wing of the party, and they do enjoy that political theater themselves. They get to be on stage, they get to have their virtue signal. I'm not surprised.
But why are they doing it? Because like you say, they're going to lose, and then in the end they'll look stupid because they'll have lost.
Well, they'll think they're going to win, don't they?
That's the baffling thing. Like, these people sometimes overplay their hands so deeply. I mean, you look at the filibuster that ended up with 3 Supreme Court justices for Donald Trump. The Democrats were the reason why we were able to push that through, because they changed the laws. They're setting new precedent, and they don't seem to have the foresight of even, sophomoric level. It's baffling.
They can't see the wood for the trees. They're clouded by their own sort of, confirmation bias sort of thing, yeah.
So what do you do over here in the UK, Errol? Is this where your main home is over here, and you're just back in US on holiday?
Yeah, I split my time. I mean, during coronavirus, things are a little bit interesting, but I work in defense, and so I split my time between London and the United States.
So if you work in defense, presumably you work at the American Embassy.
Oh, no, private defense companies. We do behavior recognition and armaments and all that kind of stuff.
We should introduce him to our friend Will. He probably knows him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, so where are you now?
I'm in Lake Tahoe, California, gentlemen.
Beautiful. What's the weather like out there?
Oh, it's sunny, and the ski slopes are full of snow.
Oh,
right. You're driving at the moment, aren't you? So where are you off to?
I'm just to pick up some friends.
All right. Okay. Well, listen, have a good day, and we'll talk again. Hopefully, if you...
Well, hold on. How can you be... Isn't it all bad out in California? Isn't everything locked down like it is here? I mean, how can you be going out to meet friends?
No. Obviously not.
I mean, some of us live on the edge. We like to take our chances.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's like you, isn't he?
They're pioneers in
like
America.
you.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just don't... you're not carrying, are you?
Oh, of course not.
No, okay.
He would say that, wouldn't
No.
he?
Well, yeah, he probably would. But, yeah, just be careful. Just be careful, that's all I'm saying. Good to talk. We'll talk again sometime. Errol, thank you very much indeed. Errol Morkoc from Republicans Overseas.
I don't think it is Morkoc. I don't think it is that. It's not pronounced Morkoc, is it?
Why would you pronounce that?
I think it's Morkoc.
How can KOC smell kosh? Morkoc.
It's not Morkoc. It's not that. It's not.
Adam, how do you pronounce his name? The Aussie says it's Morkoc.
Well, he would, wouldn't he?
What?
He's got his thought. That's what he thinks about.
Why are you laughing like a hyena?
No, I'm not. No, it's Morkoc.
Morkoc. Oh, ridiculous.
Eastern European.
Anyway, thank you to him. And he works in defence over. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. What?
Oh, right. Shall we talk to Dawn in that case?
Yeah.
From the Pony
Project.
Club.